After you've processed the model, you'll notice that the view has changed. This would be a good time to introduce the concept of the number pad. If you're using a keyboard that has the 9-digit number pad, kind of like a phone, not the numbers across the top, the 7, the 1, and the 3 will switch you between your 90-degree views. So what we want to do is we want to look at it from above, so 7. Also, if you hold Control and hit those buttons, it will give you the opposite. So 7 is top, Control 7 is bottom, left and right, front and back, etc. So you won't need to change any of that at this step, but I just wanted to introduce that concept. So what we want to do now is define the insertion axis, and that will be the direction with which we plan on inserting the crown. So we'll right mouse to make sure that the model is selected. If this weren't transparent, you would see an orange outline around the object. But the way to verify right now when this is transparent that you selected it is it will be in white and there will be an orange halo around its little icon there. So we'll hit R to rotate. We'll hit Y to constrain that to the Y-axis. Flip vertically. We'll hit R to rotate again. Hit Z. And what we want to do is align the mesiodistal direction with the x-axis, and the x-axis is here in red. That's for two reasons. One is most screens, their aspect ratio, they are wider than they are tall. So this just takes advantage of kind of the natural screen real estate. The other is that by aligning the mesio and distal with the x-axis, we can save ourselves some alignment steps later. Once we've done that and we're pleased, also because this is transparent, if I have undercuts, you can kind of visualize them with the overlap. So we'll want to make sure that and this preparation does have just a hair of undercut at the margin. I can't quite get rid of. There's a little bit there and then a little bit there. So just kind of get it like we like it. And then we will want to set the axis, and that's a very important step. Luckily you can't forget it because it's transparent and that's kind of weird, so that should remind you to set axis. The next thing we want to do is segment this mesh into some smaller pieces for two reasons. One, we can use those pieces to again facilitate automatically orienting our restoration, and two, by kind of clipping out just the data we need, we improve the performance and things kind of speed up. What we'll do is make sure that this is still selected. Again, now it's highlighted in orange. Click Select Area. And these steps don't have to be in order. You can do mesio-distal prep, distal-mesio prep, or however you like it, but you want to do the prep last. So we'll hit either C to circle select. That's one way of doing it. You hit A to deselect everything. You hit B to box select. Like so, and on an ideal preparation on a dentiform, this is pretty easy to do. But for a lot of things, it probably won't be that easy. Or you can hold down Control and left mouse to draw select. See, and one thing that will help the later in the auto alignment is you kind of only select just what you need. I mean, it would not affect anything other than that if you kind of had selected more, or even if you just select the whole tooth. What we'll do is we will define mesio. Define the distal. And then define prep. And this is why you have to do that last, because it hides the master model, gets it out of the way. so the computer doesn't have to deal with it anymore. It gives you this nice compact view here. And now you'll notice things should get a lot more fluid and a lot faster. If if your computer, I'm running this on a mid-range laptop and it does just fine. But if you were, if you were kind of taxing your computer resources, after this step, things should speed up significantly. So let's see to circle select. What we want to do is define the area of the crown that's going to have the cement gap. Later I'm going to implement kind of a default automatic where it will just preserve maybe half a millimeter by default, but if we have a nice big flat floor like this, we want to take advantage of that and only cement gap where we have to. So this kind of gives you, it's a bit of a tedious step relative to some of the others, but it does give you the finer control, which you might not have otherwise. Define the intaglio, and now we're good to go. Also, if we unhide master model here, hit Alt B, and this is another useful tool, is Alt B, to slice through and limit your view. We'll be using that a lot. Now if we turn off the master, you can see that there's a cement gap here. Okay, and I think this is a good stopping point, so that's all I'll do for now. And we'll go on to margin selection and crown insertion next.